Start video. What's up, everybody? Brian France here, Mortgage Broker Marketing, with you today with a very special webinar. How to get ranked on the Google map in your service area. All part of the digital dominance method for mortgage brokers, where every single month we do a webinar going through all these different. Let me go to present here. I think that's good. There we go. All part of the digital dominance method. We unpack each one of these each month and dive deep on every single one, right? And today is without a doubt one of the most where our clients get the lion's share of their leads. And we want to talk about, we want to unpack how you get ranked on the Google map, all the steps in our process, how we do this, how we get our clients ranked. I'll show you some results from it, and yeah, it's going to be great. So super excited for today. Now, if you can, just for the next, I guess I got to click, for the next 60 to 90 minutes, please turn off cell phones, close those other tabs. If you're serious about your business, about your mortgage business, and want to take your business to the next level, this will change your life. And so what we're going to cover today is the latest updates with the Google map listing, the 5 biggest issues that could be preventing you from ranking in that map area, our proven model for getting ranked in that 3-pack, and the best tools to systemize and automate the whole process and all the heavy lifting. And yeah, so why you should listen to me. I'm the founder of Mortgage Broker Marketing. We've been we began working with our first mortgage company in 2013, and ever since the beginning of 2017 until now, we've done nothing but mortgage, right? So we're not reinventing the wheel with each new client, and we can really use our team to customize each of our clients' solutions and grow their business. And I wrote the book Internet Marketing for Mortgage Brokers. But reach out to me if you need a copy. I'd be happy to send that to you. And the biggest thing is, this is what we do every day, right? This is what our team focuses on, what we're passionate about. We're on a mission to help 100 mortgage companies across the nation triple their sales and over the next 5 years. So, and that's the thing, we've worked with dozens of clients, right? Dozens of mortgage brokers from coast to coast. We know it works, we know it doesn't. And, we got dozens of sites out there collecting data and, guiding us on making our changes. So, again, this is what we do. This is what our team does, is what we rally behind, our client success. And so we'll begin with a question. Do Google Maps matter? And let me just open up the chat, I just want to make sure everyone can hear me, everyone can see my screen. And I want to double check that I am recording, because I've done that before too. And yeah, so we are recording. So, okay, great. Thanks there, Holly. Thanks, Chet. Thanks, Sean. Awesome. Good to see you guys. So do Google Maps matter? And the question is, or the answer is yes, right? If you look at the search results here, right, what you get, ads, but this area, this map area, right, there 3 listings here, 44% of the clicks and the calls happen in this area, right? And so yes, Google Maps does matter, right? Those Google Map those map listings are super important. They get a ton of traffic, a ton of visibility, and a lot of calls from it. And so why map listings are important, right? If you look here, what people are looking for, right? When they do a search for a mortgage broker in Miami, right? You'll see one of our clients right there. And, Google has started placing ads in there, but why it's important is there's a lot of these searches happening every single day. And if you're placed here and with the reviews, it's going to change your business. You're going to get our clients get numerous calls a day from it. And just take a look at some of these numbers from first-time callers, right? We're looking at the past 30 days here. And this is a screenshot that I did recently, right? First-time calls, we got 47 from the Google My Business listing, right? So GMB, and 32 from the website. So 47 times people called for the first time, and 32 from the website. So the Google Map, people don't have to go to the website. They can find the phone number right on the Google Map listing and call right from there. So it's super important. And just look at the lion's share of the calls come from the Google My Business listing, right? And if we look at another result here, client in Indianapolis, what you see there and what they're getting from it, right? So 47 calls, this is in the last 30 days, right? So 47 calls from first-time callers, right? People call them numerous times, but you don't count each call a lead, right? But that's 47 leads. People called, they did a mortgage related search, and they found our client and called them 47 times, right? Compared to 21 from the website. And so yes, right, Google Maps does matter, and it drives calls. You can't rely solely on pay-per-click alone. Why is it not? I got to click every time. So the biggest changes, the biggest changes with the Google algorithm, Google's always changing things, switching things up. The Google Map listings have been reduced, right? From 7 to 3 results, right? Previously 3 organic results. Now they're starting to serve paid ads in the Google Map area, but there's 3 organic listings right next to the ad. And it used to be 7, right? So there used to be 7. And so that's one change. That's not, that happened a while ago, and they started serving paid ads in the Google Map area. So, this is something you can, advertise for and start ranking for it, right? For that keyword, right? We have Motto Mortgage here. That's not our client, but they have an ad, right? They're doing an ad now. And then and again, in another market, right? you see our client's ad. All right, I'm sorry. You see our client ranking organically, and then right next to an ad, right? This one has no reviews though, so that's going to be tough. But what people do when they come here, right? They're not necessarily looking at who's ranking number 1, who's ranking 2, right? They're looking at the reviews. And if you have a consistent amount of reviews coming in, or you have a significant amount of reviews and they're coming in consistently, that's going to, you're going to maximize the opportunity that you'll get the call there. So, so again, how it impacts search results is when someone does a search, right? They have a few different areas to look at, right? The Google ads, that's going to take up that first part of the page, and these get clicked, right? People do spend time in there, but most people, right? The whole idea with this Google Map area, right? Think of like a pizza place, right? You want to find like someone that's close to you, right? So you pizza near me. They're going to show you a number of map listings that are in your proximity, right? That's going to be a big thing. And so that's the idea here, right? Is the proximity to the searcher, the person that's performing the search, they're likely going to want to spend, going to want to, call someone in their area, like work with someone close to them that knows the area and knows, and that is knowledgeable. And so, and then you have, so that's the Google My Business area, right? You have to have a Google My Business listing, and that's how you get ranked here, right? And then below that are organic listings. And so we'll go to the next one. And you want to own the search results, right? You do definitely want to play with the ads, and start having some lines in the water for that, right? This is going to, about 20% of the people click on these ads that perform these types of searches. So this will drive a good amount of business for you, right? And then you do have to put some focus. There's certain elements that you need to optimize on your website, off your website, on your Google My Business listing, and around the web to get placement here. And we're going to cover all that. And then there's also ways to get placement in this organic listing, right? So you can really own the search results page, the SERP, right? So you got map listings, organic listings, and paid listings, right? And so this is an important stat here. So Google has said that since 2015, they've drastically reduced the amount of spam or fake listings out there, right? So it was a practice, for people to, get all these fake listings created so you can rank in that 3-pack. Well, Google's cracking down on this, right? This is on their radar. They don't like these fake listings. It doesn't help the person searching, right? So that's going to hurt they're going to, how often are they going to keep using Google if they keep encountering fake listings or, listings that are actually not there. The person's across the country or something. So, yeah. And what could be hurting your map, your rankings and maps today, right? What could be hurting? So you need an office address in the location in the city that you want to rank in, right? You have to have a real physical location, and for you to rank well. These UPS store, office, PO boxes, those addresses don't work. That's not going to get ranked. It'll be a waste of time. And have you tried to do this? Create a bunch of listings around the web. Have you done that? That could actually be hurting you. Inconsistency in the name, the address, and the phone number, of your business around the web, right? If there's inconsistencies, you want to clean that stuff up and look at that. And then here's one I see done a lot. And are you stuffing keywords into your business name on Google, right? Well, I've seen this, people, they'll try to stuff like a keyword like Joe's Mortgage Shop, in Miami or something. They'll try to take advantage of this loophole per se. And it's just not going to fly anymore, right? You want your real business name in that area, right? Don't try to stuff, San Diego or, your city in there. Don't try to stuff, an additional keyword into your business name area, right? That is made specifically for your business name. And, do you have enough reviews across the web? So, these things could be hurting your rankings and maps, right? If you don't have enough reviews, it's going to be really tough to rank. You're not going to get the calls if you do rank compared to, if someone's next to you with 300 reviews and then, you got 5 and they're 2 years old. That's not going to fly, right? It's not going to, people aren't going to trust that. And, so that's that. And so our proven formula for getting ranked in the Google My Business 3-pack, right, comes down to a number of things here, right? You got to have a Google My Business listing fully optimized. You add photos and all that stuff. We'll be going through that. You want to claim and optimize all your citations, make sure they're consistent across the web, and we'll share some tools for that. And the reviews, right? You have to have reviews consistently coming in order to rank well. It's without a doubt. And then you have to have strong on-page, on your website optimizations, right? There's SEO elements on your website that help you rank, and so those are play a key role in ranking here, right? So citations, reviews, and your on-page SEO. And so step number one, let's dive into it, right? So step number one, you do want to make sure you have your login details for your Google My Business listing, right? You want to claim that listing, you own it. You can add people to it, like our company, for instance. We can be added to that listing, so we can go in, we can optimize things, we can add photos, things like that. Take a sip of water, thank you. So you want to make sure that you own that login, right? You own that listing, it's your listing. You could have had a marketing company in the past create that listing for you, and you have no idea what email address, you have no idea what the login information is to get into your Google My Business listing. You want to make sure you're the owner of that. You have login details for it. You want to update your company name to read your company name, right? You don't add keywords to that. You don't add your city. You don't add you don't stuff additional keywords into it. You put your real business name in that spot, right? And your website address, right? This creates an important inbound link. You want to have your website in there, and you using a local phone number, right? Don't use an 800 number. Again, this is the Google map area, right? The whole idea with this map area is to serve up local results. So 800 numbers don't do the trick. They don't. You have to put your local number in there and your local address, right? No UPS store, no Regis offices. These have a much tougher time ranking. You want a real office address in the city that you want to rank for. So that's key. And you upload photos to your Google My Business listing, right? As many as possible. Pictures of your team, some of your loan officers, some of the realtor partners, whoever, yourself, your logo, all these things you want to add there, and you want to continually add there. And the idea, people connect and resonate with people, they know, like, and trust, right? So if you're there, you have images of yourself, your team, that's going to go a long way, right? And how you upload these photos too is important, right? You can, instead of, naming the way you save the image, right? You can tell a little bit of a story about what that image is about, right? That helps Google kind of give it some context, and like the loan officer, and put the name, at company name, right, in that description, or in that the file name of that image, right? And upload that to your Google My Business listing, right? And you want to list out the hours of operations and services offered. So what I'll do here is I'll share an example. This is our client, right? That's their real company name, and that's their address, right? Now you can add photos, all the stuff that you can add a description. There's insights tabs here that will give you insights onto, like, how many views you have every single month. It'll track the calls. You can create a website in there, and posts are really important. So all these things, you want to spend some time, right? Add some photos, add the photos of your team, some of the team members at work. There's a spot you can add a video in as well, right? So you got some of the team photos, and you want to continually to add these on a consistent basis, right? Add your logo, things like that, right? All the different loan programs you offer, right? You can plug those into the service areas with a little description about them. And yeah, so that's that. But this dashboard here for Google My Business, get familiar with it. Come in here, use it, right? You can find your review form if you want to get more reviews, right? Share your review form. You can take that link and share it with your clients. But yeah, what I wanted to highlight here, it's easy. Add a photo. You click that icon, it's going to take you to the adding a photo page, and name that file, that photo file. Name that with some description in it, right? Like, don't just name it like staff photo, right? Who's staff? What are these loan officers? Add these types of things to help give context to that photo for Google, right? So their little software robot can pick it up. And so some of the best practices, right, is to update your photos, add them on a consistent basis, and leverage Google Posts, right? So the Google Post, you're able now to go into Google, create a post that will show up in the search results. And you want to, they start to rotate out every 90 days. So you want to be posting in there at least every 90 days. We do this for our clients 3 times a week, right? We get an image, share that, little description, link back to their website, link back to, reviews, all kinds of stuff. So get used to that and start using that. This is going to help you. And respond to your reviews, all the reviews, right? Even if a negative one comes in, right? You have to. No one likes negative reviews, but you want to respond to that. And the trick here is, if you can get the customer to kind of, like, if you worked with a veteran and you're asking them to review you, if you can like talk to them, like get them to mention like VA loan or something like that, that's going to significantly help. And then you can, in your response, like think of something about, that can help understand what that product was about. This helps give context to your Google My Business listing, right? If it was a VA loan, the person mentioned like, oh, he helped close my VA loan super fast, blah, blah, blah. Then mention that also in your response to that person, right? So respond to all the reviews, and good, bad, and indifferent, right? It's important. And then you can answer questions as they get posted, right? So there's areas there. People can come to the Google My Business listing or find it in the search results page, and they can ask a question, right? That question, you'll get notified. You want to answer those questions, right? And like someone could come to hey, do you offer FHA loans, right? Or what's the down payment, for an FHA loan, and if you can think of these frequently asked questions, you can plug them in there yourself, right? And answer those questions. Again, helps build the context for your Google, right? For your Google My Business listing. So that's that. And so number 2, we're moving to building citations with consistency in the NAP, right? The name, the address, and the phone number. So there's lots of citations across the web, and there's some that are, even for each of your locations, right? Like the San Diego Business Journal or something like that, right? There, you want to claim all those as well. And make sure your name, your address, and your phone number is consistent across all these areas, right? And you want to limit the duplicate listings out there. You want to limit the duplicate listings and the ones with incorrect or outdated information, right? It might have an old phone number, or it has like, it has a different address. So you pay attention to that, right? Don't just start going around claiming a bunch of listings. You want to look at the listings that are already out there for you, and possibly update those ones. And so the next thing also is there's data aggregators out there. You want to pay attention to these. Any of these, right? And these are the four major ones, right? You got Factual, Axiom, Infogroup, and Newstar. If some of these data aggregators have incorrect information, they're spreading that information now incorrectly to other areas, right? And so you want to pay attention to these. Make sure the information that you have on these is up to date, is accurate, and reflects the name, the address, and phone number with consistency. And so there's a number of tools out there for these citations, right? Like a big one you may have heard, you may not like, but Yext, right? This one connects you with some of the top citations, and it connects you with like a direct access to all these listings, right? So you can go into Yext, update your information, and it'll populate around all these different citations, right? Now, there's other tools that can do the same thing. And, some of them also, like Bright Local is a tool that you can use to find other citations, right? If you have your site connected in Yext, now you're connected with all these other citations. Bright Local can do some searches for some citations that you're not listed on, that some of your competitors are listed on, and that you want to be listed on, right? Like there's that local like patch, like each neighborhood has one, and you want to make sure that your business is listed on there. I'm sure you have a competitor that's listed in there, and you want to go ahead and make sure that happens. So there's tools out there, right, that can accomplish a lot of this heavy lifting, right? You can go one by one, go to each of the data aggregators, do it one by one, and then start claiming all the other citations. Now, that's a little bit of a tedious process, and to watch out for any changes on these, right? If something ends up getting changed on a data aggregator, now all the other ones have been updated incorrectly, or so it creates problems. But Yext does a lot of the heavy lifting for you, and syncing your stuff and removing duplicates, things like that. And if you ever did want to get an idea on your like where you stand on these citations, where you stand on all these major citations, head over to the website mortgagebrokermarketing.com/scan, and you'll get taken to a page like this. Enter in your details, and you'll scan it, and it'll do a search. See, we have our client connected it with powered listings, and it'll show you like if there's any listings that you're not on, that are not claimed and optimized, that are have incorrect information. This will give you an idea like where you stand on some of these. So pay attention to that. And so again, yeah, mortgagebrokermarketing.com/scan. And so the best practices for these is to manually claim your Google My Business listing, right? You don't want to use one of these citation builders to claim your own Google My Business listing. You want to manually claim and optimize that. And then you use a tool like Yext to claim. There's like 70 of these citation listings, right? And these are major listings you want to be listed in. And you want to get listed in all the major data aggregators, right? Axiom, Factual, Newstar, and leverage a tool like Bright Local to go out and find some citation opportunities that you're not on and that you should be on, right? Especially those niche listing opportunities, right? There's niche, there's local ones, and it'll be hard to without a tool to go out and guide you in this process. So these are all tools that we use for our clients. And so number 3, we're going to talk about reviews, right? So you have to have lots of real reviews from your real clients in your real service area. And without a doubt, no matter where our clients rank in that 3-pack, who's ever got the most reviews is getting the lion's share of the calls. And we know this. We have numerous clients, dozens of clients coast to coast, and we have some that are ranking in that 3-pack, but they're not ranking with, they're ranking next to someone that has 100 more reviews than them, right? So we're working to catch up to them. And the calls that come in from it, right, are not as much. You can tell, like, okay, similar size market, this guy's got the most reviews in the market, they're getting a lot of calls. So no matter, the first call is going to that person with the most consistent reviews and the most reviews, right? So the other thing is consistency, right? If you haven't gotten a review now in 3-6 months, right, that review is not going to be trusted as much as a review that came in a week ago, right? So it's important to think about this and use don't lose focus on this, right? You have to focus on this every single day, right? And so this is a webinar we covered last month on your reputation, but the strategy for driving a consistent review is to leverage some tools, right? To leverage some tools, leave a printed card after you close the loan with the person. You want to train your loan officers to plant that seed, right? To also deliver a world-class experience. If your loan officers, they start to see the reviews come in, it's going to do a number of things, right? It's going to, for one, start to realize what that customer actually appreciated about working with them. And now that loan officer can really hone in on that, right? Make that aspect of them, of their service better. And if they know that someone can go and review it when they're unhappy, right? And they're really aware of that, right? They're gonna, how is that gonna change how they work with that client, right? So, and then, the loan officer, the owner, you need to follow up with your client, right? After the loan closes, follow up with them, walk them through the review process, right? There's a very simple link you can get right from your Google My Business listing. You send them that, give them a call. Hey, click that link. What's it going to do? If they're already logged into Google, it's going to take them right to that review form. They don't have to log in, choose a star rating, start typing the review, right? It's a really simple process, but you can leverage these tools, or you can just send an email. But if you don't follow up with them, if you don't call them, maybe 1 out of 10 will do that, right? So you're missing a piece of this process. And this is another great opportunity. You're making another touch point with that person after it closes. Congratulate them. All this will help, and it's another touch point. You can ask for a referral. So, and then I think the biggest thing for our clients has been the culture in the company, what that's done for them, right? What that's done for their company, what that's done has changed their business, right? For the better. They again, they start to see what these clients actually appreciate. Now they're starting to hone in on that, right? It really starts to change the whole culture of the company. If they know, they have to answer that phone call, right? If even if it's going to be a tough call, they know that if they don't, right, that person's going to be upset. Now they can leave a negative review, right? You don't want putting focus on it is going to change the business, guaranteed. So, and some of the tools out there you may have heard. I love them, and you know, there's Review Buzz and Podium and Bird Eye and Customer Lobby. I don't really care. There's other ones out there too. I don't really care if there's you know, what tool you use. It doesn't really matter, right? It does matter that you are using it and you are following up with that client and you are calling them and walking them through the process, and that loan officer is planting the seed and, you know, delivering a world-class experience. So that's really what matters at the end of the day. So there we go. And so number 4 is on-site optimization, right? So you have to have a strong website with good content and, you know, provide a great user experience. And you want to leverage multimedia, right? You want to leverage video, add that to the homepage, you know, and this is going to help improve the time the clients that visitor stays on the page, right? If you're using video, right? People love these videos, right? They get to know you a little bit. People are going to watch them. And, you know, it does. It keeps that person on the page a little bit longer. Now we have more opportunities to convert them, right? And you want a page for each loan option, right? Not just, you know, an overview of all the loan options with, like, you know, conventional, FHA, jumbo, VA, right? With a little blurb about each. You want a page specifically for jumbo loans, right? And then content that answers questions about jumbo loans, that provides value, that you know, talks about the jumbo loan. And you want to optimize those pages, right? And so each one of your loan options should have its own page. And you also want to think about, like, the surrounding cities. You may be in a smaller market. There's cities around your neighborhoods around your city that you can create a page for and optimize around that, right? And each page has unique content throughout the site, right? Unique content on every single page, and every single page gets optimized for your keywords, right? So the title tag and the H1 tag are keyword optimized, and you want to put a meta description that sells the click, right? So that's that. And then you want to have the name, your address, and your phone number in the footer, and in the footer of the website, so it's on every page, right? And so that's our formula, right, for getting ranked in the 3-pack. You got your listings, claim and optimize, your Google My Business listing, got all those citations around the web, reviews, and your on-page SEO. And then there's things to do off your website also, right? Aside from the citations, right? You do want to claim and optimize a number of citations around the web, right? And you want to look for those niche opportunities, those ones that are local to you as well. You want to be listed in those ones, and then you have to build you have to bake this into your culture. You have to build reviews, bake it into your company's culture, train your loan officers, get them to plant the seed, have them walk through it, pay them loan officers if they, you know, little motivation will help, and I promise you it'll pay dividends. And then you want to build links, right, from authority sources back to your website from other websites, right? These other websites that link back to you, they essentially act as like a vote for you, right? For each one of these links, they're essentially, it's like a popularity contest, right? The more links or the more votes you have out there, the more authoritative you're going to appear in Google's eyes, right? And if you have a strong website, it's optimized properly, there's plenty of content about each page, about each loan option, right? That answers questions, it provides value. That is the formula, right? And you want to strategically, get that content syndicated across the web, right? So something I've shared about this, I shared about this tool a little while ago, but a simple blog post on your website just doesn't cut it anymore, right? There's a new way to have that content get syndicated around a number of news sites. And there's Google is their algorithm, their little software robot is super sophisticated, right? It's looking for certain things. It's looking for signals, right? And that EAT profile, right? The expertise, the authority, and the trustworthiness of your website, right, is going to give you a boost in that ranking, right? So the expertise, quality, structured, media-rich content, right? There's so many, without getting too technical here, essentially we're getting our clients blog posts, right? We're posting it on their blog. Then we're getting that picked up in a number of news sites, and these news sites, give us, images, right? This is and it links back to a Google property, right? And this, so, we're adding images to these, and, with our client's information. Oh, I don't want to go there. There we go. And, the company name, address, and phone number are there, right? The website link, and then the map listing, and all these, right? This is huge for building that EAT profile, right? They're being seen as the authority in their area for for this topic, or they're being seen as the expert. They're being trustworthy and authoritativeness, right? And so a lot of important ranking factors here to look at, but you do want to think of like the purpose of the page, the main quality content, the website information, like who is responsible for that main content, and who's it, who's the reps, who's like the page about, what is the page about, and yeah, so special SEO ranking factors, right? Google uses a different algorithm for the local, the map area, and they look at three things, right? The proximity, like, so how close is that searcher to that business, right? And then the relevance, right? How relevant is that website to that search term, right? Or is that company to that search term, right? And there's a number of things you can optimize your Google My Business around to help create that context, right? You add those photos, creates that context, right? There's reviews, there's all these things help build context for your Google My Business listing in your area, right? And the prominence, right? And this comes from the EAT profile, right? The expertise, the authority, and the trustworthiness. And so, and these are some of the results that we've gotten, for some of our clients, right? Brand, like, rankings now in numerous different areas. with a number of different keywords. And so on Page, to recap there, what you want a page for each loan option, main cities that, you know, surround you. If you have more than one location, you definitely want to have a location or a page for each one of those locations on your website as well, right? And there's ways to optimize that page, right? You want to optimize the title tags, the H1s, the URLs, the images for each one of those pages. You want to have unique content on these pages, right? You don't want to use, you know, the same content. You know, if you're building a number of city pages and you just change the city name, but you're using the same content on these other 5 pages, that's not gonna fly, right? You want to use unique content, right? Have it uniquely written for that page, right? Talk about, you know, for instance, if it's, you know, a city, talk about that city, right? Mention stuff in that city. And then for the GMB listing, you want to claim and optimize the map listing. Add TX, add your company TX, you know, syndicate your name, your address, and your phone number with consistency across the web, and add your business to the major data aggregators, right? And you put a system in place for driving more reviews online and new citations, right? Adding new citations on a monthly basis. This is going to, especially those ones local to you, those ones about your, like in mortgage, like, or, you know, related to mortgage. And, you know, ongoing content, right? You push a new blog post out, get it syndicated. This is what we do for our clients, right? This is what provides the results, right? It's not, we're just doing one aspect to get the business ranked, right? We have to look at all of these things. You know, there's multiple links that are coming from these news sites that are coming back to our clients' websites. And, you know, with map embeds and, you know, and it's fresh content. It was first published on our website, right? And then we got it picked up in these news sources. So that's really what I wanted to cover today for getting ranked in Google Maps. Be happy to work with anyone on this. If you know this, please feel free, do it yourself. If you need some assistance, we'd love the opportunity to share with you some of our clients, some of the results, what we've done for them. You know, on this assessment, we look at your online visibility. We create a keyword list. We run a ranking report for that. And we look at your online directories, see where there might be some inconsistencies, see where you're not listed, see where there's opportunities. We look at your reviews and analyze that, you know, and as well as your social presence and the effectiveness of the conversions on your website, right? So mortgagebrokermarketing.com/schedule will get you to our calendar. We'll be glad to take a look at this for you, share our findings, and show you what could be improved. I hope that was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed today's session. And, you know, I'll stop it here. And, you know, this has been another episode for the digital dominance method, how to get ranked in the Google map in your area for mortgage brokers. And, you know, look forward to seeing you on the other side. Thanks.